Oh, looks like you're not ready.
Who is this?
Uh,
I'm safely. I was talking to me. What? Excuse me?
huh?
Oh, okay. No, we're good.
Oh.
We're straight. Someone was just telling me they made it in one piece on their trip.
Oh.
What trip?
Insomniac. What?
What?
Insomniac Studios?
Introducing oh my god, Gur as Garrus.
Yeah, that's
That's a really stupid picture.
that's omega horrifying.
Someone took a pro player who plays Garrus in Mortal Kombat and they just put his face on Garrus's body because he's already black. So, yeah.
The editing required was quite minimal. Quite minimal. Quite minimal indeed. All right, let me. Whew. Let me go over here and make some of these quick edits.
Man, when is Apple gonna make like actual earbuds instead of these monstrosities?
I actually
Well,
like
which
them.
ones?
I'm talking about the basic like earphones.
He doesn't like the earbuds.
The earpods?
Or earpods or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the earpods.
I don't like the way they go in. Like there's no security here. These things fall out. And the audio quality is not that great.
Those are the one earphones that actually fit my ear. Most of these other
Same here.
earphones, ass, bro. I tilt my head to the right. Oh, they go.
Oh, it's because you're not putting it far in enough.
Nah, these
I don't like
things-
sodomites in my ears.
I do. I
My
like
man
the audio
said
quality.
sodomites in his ears, bro. I'm done.
Wait, have you ever used AirPods?
No, but are they not just like a wireless version of these?
No, they are actually a little bit different. A lot of people whose earpods would fall out. The AirPods actually stay in your ears. I like can run and stuff with my AirPods, and they barely budge. So it's actually pretty good. It might be worth a buy.
What he calls it, pretty good, huh?
I mean, a
How's
new
the-
version just came out.
How's the audio quality though?
About the same.
Yeah, they're about the same as the earpods.
See, that's my problem. Like the
You don't
audio
want to
quality
spend that much money for
for
tier quality.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not paying for the quality. You're paying for the brand.
Hey man, I could like spend like a fraction of that for Skull Candy. At least I get good audio quality for the like 2 months that they're active.
Okay, at least you were honest with that 2 months. All right. I appreciate
No.
the honesty, bro. I really do. I really do.
I mean, I have first gen AirPods.
What's up?
and
What's
they're
up?
still
What's
range
up? High Tide. We're about to start our beautiful podcast in a second. We're just giving people some time to trickle on in. By the way, that's the latest subscriber to this channel. We got my boy Subtle Fraudulence over here.
Oh, so we're doing the thing now. Oh, I see. Oh well, hello.
I mean, we're
ladies
live.
and gentlemen.
I mean, you know,
I
like-
just just here.
Just here, huh? All right. I mean, you
Here
know,
in
don't
the
worry. I know
ether,
you're not used to being on camera, bud.
floating around, waiting for the people to come in and see that we are here to bestow them with the knowledge.
Big boy knowledge. Big boy knowledge.
Unless you don't want spoilers for Endgame, that's right. Leave right now if you don't want them.
Leave right now, forever hold your peace. Your peace. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Caudice, are you ready?
Yeah.
What is going on there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's your boy Ninja Bread God, and today on Clout.EXE, do we have a huge special guest. Someone who stays to themselves, someone who doesn't like to come out at night, someone who, well, to be honest with you, really doesn't care what you think about him, and that's why we admire him so. What's up, Subtle Fraudulence? How you doing, my guy?
Hey, I'm not the guest here. Nice try. Yeah, trying to throw some misdirection here. I watched Kuroko no Basket. No,
Oh, okay,
man.
so you're not going to get hit with the crossover.
That's
all
right,
right.
that's right.
Bringing
I
in
don't
the
get hit with the
anime
crossover.
memes already?
That's right. Yeah,
Okay,
take it to
all
the
right.
hole, man.
So, to the real guest of honor, our boy, young Caudice. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing all right, man. Doing pretty solid on this Tuesday night. I was so messed up when I was recording my MK11 footage today that I thought it was Friday. So I told everyone to have a good weekend. So instead of it admitting that I was wrong. I'm just going to release the video on Friday. That's how that's going to work.
Wow, that's awful. What a terrible, terrible content creator you are. Just gonna lie to your people? Oh, yeah, guys.
It's not a lie when you make it accurate. That's what editing is for.
Nah,
I could have just dubbed over it, and when I said Friday, just have it go Tuesday.
Now you like them reality shows. They're not real. It's not real reality. They're scripted.
Pre-recorded footage. Fake news.
Fake news.
But anyway, I'm glad to have my co-host over here rocking the Weirdos t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's your boy Subtle Fraudulence, a.k.a. Disaster Abdul, a.k.a. the best in the business.
A.k.a. John Redcorn of the FGC.
No, we're not doing this anymore. The gimmick is dead. You're not John Redcorn of the FGC. It's banned. It's canceled. No, don't even call him that, chat. He doesn't deserve it.
I am now FGC Garrus.
Okay, first off, your mix-ups are not that good.
The king of the king of the jobbers, Garrus.
Yo, speaking of jobbers, we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat Endgame before we talk about Avengers Endgame.
Pause. You mentioned the shirt. Do you know what it's referencing, though?
Sure don't. Tell the people.
Oh, this is crap.
Subtly referencing?
Yeah, see, he got it. Subtly referencing. Okay, yeah, it's The Craft. It's the 90s hit about, a girl who moves to a town, and then she meets 3 other girls who seem, kind of like outcasts, but they seem pretty cool. And then it turns out that they're witches in a coven, and it turns out that, her mom was a witch or something, and, they all become witches and learn witchcraft and, use it for, silly high school girl stuff. And then shit gets real, and one of them loses their minds, and, yeah,
that sounds like a show or movie worth getting into.
It's a movie from the 90s. This is the most 90s thing you could possibly see.
I got you.
Yeah, I've seen that movie before. It's old.
Yeah, the one who goes crazy actually is the actress who plays Vicky Valancourt from what is it? Waterboy. So, yeah.
I see.
Those are the 2 movies she's did stuff in, and then she's gone. I don't know where she is.
Into the ether?
Yeah.
Just gone?
I don't know what she's up to now, but hopefully she's all right.
Well, speaking of 90s phenomenon, Mortal Kombat is back, ladies and gentlemen. With their 11th installment, and boy, is it just Mortal Kombat Endgame? Essentially, that's what we got.
Oh, man.
It was a little bit of a blend of Infinity War, but a little bit more on the scales of Endgame, and so let's go ahead and talk about it. Ronda Rousey is ass. She is garbage.
Jeez.
Trash tier. Worst voice actor ever.
Oh, my God.
She is worse than the generic NPCs in Sonic 06.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. She's just trying to eat, man.
What you be trying to eat? She's a WWE Women's Champion.
Hey,
she got paid. She got Vince McMahon money.
She's a nice lady. Maybe somebody told her to not have emotions when she was doing those voice acting quips.
Anyways,
emotions make you weak.
Hey man, didn't you watch the MK11 reveal? Ronda Rousey's an awkward person. She's awkward.
I get that she's awkward, but ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're awkward. If you have a job to do, I think it's fair. Just fair assessment here.
Maybe
fair.
she's a robot, guys.
To do that, first of all, she was a robot. Robots don't get their ass whooped in the UFC that easily. All right,
isn't that part of the plan? They're oh, robot, sorry, we're gonna dull you down to 20% so that you get beat up, and then you get into the WWE.
So CPU level 9
could
was
be a
too powerful.
percent like Mark Zuckerberg.
See?
All right, you guys are going too far. You're going too deep into the realm there.
That's right.
Get these crackpot conspiracy theories out of here.
Call me Abdul Jones.
All right, Alex Jones, get the fuck out. But anyways, so the story mode starts off simple enough. They got to go to the Nether Realm. They definitely have to stop Liu Kang and Katana from bringing their NetherRealm armies to Earthrealm. And because Raiden is still batshit, angry, aggro, insane from the events that took place in the predecessor game, Mortal Kombat X, he's like, we have to have a preemptive strike. We can no longer sit around and wait for our enemies to strike us first, which is probably the smartest shit he has said in the entire history of the lore. But anyways.
Wait, pause. Here's the weird thing about that, though. So, time-wise, as far as that moment goes, it starts off showing you right before he goes to Liu Kang and Katana at the end of MKX.
Yeah,
it's
like the ending of MKX.
Yeah, but
was apparently like MK11 and MKX are almost spliced right on each other. Because at the beginning of MK11, it shows him talking to Shinnok while Shinnok was still alive, cut it, and then him taking the head like a trophy to the Netherrealm. But like, here's the thing. That couldn't have happened because Chronica definitely rewound time and said, this is not your fate, brother.
Yeah, and like, so that whole badass scene at the end of MKX where he's like, that's right, I'm here to protect Earthrealm now. This is a lesson to you. And then he throws down Shinnok's head. It's like learn.
But he's still a decapitated head in the Netherrealm.
I get that, but like he threw it on the like he came there with the head, did all that stuff, and it's supposed to be like, oh, Chronica comes in after and makes the things happen. And it's like, no, she came in before.
Yeah,
so,
which is a little weird, a little ambiguous, but like, come on, man. The way that MKX ended, that man was like, fuck around with Earthrealm if you want to. Come get some. That's how he initiated that. He's like, I'm gonna let y'all slide today. All right, we got rid of him. Y'all come around here one more time. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. And then he just pieced out.
They're a worse face than death.
Tosses a head right on the floor, like, yeah, you don't want to be that guy, and he just leaves. But in MK11, unfortunately, he did not mature and retain all that knowledge because that man gets Thanos at the very beginning of the goddamn game.
That actually didn't make sense.
Because apparently gods don't have the same rules that apply to them in terms of multiple timelines. So if you displace one in a different timeline, the one that currently exists in that timeline gets erased? Which is bizarre, weird, not really logically sound, but that's the hand we were dealt.
Sounds like a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. So, after all that's said and done, you got young Raiden who's like, nah, man. I was what? I was evil. I turned into a maverick? What? Nah, man, that'll never happen to me.
No, man, first off, he came out like, bring me Shang Tsung! Where is he? Wait, what? This isn't a tournament? Like,
I had just defeated the Deadly Alliance. So, technically, they got pulled to the future right before Shao Kahn got up out the chair and snapped Kung Lao's neck.
Yeah.
And then, like, half the game, you got Chronica saying, yeah, dog, you died because it was Raiden's fault. I said, that wasn't Raiden's fault. You were over here taking a bow, raising the roof, floss dancing in front of the crowd. And then Shinnok was like, or not Shinnok, Shao Kahn was like, enough of this shit. They had nothing to do with that.
That's why the Revenant like talking shit about that. He's like, "That's right, Raiden. It's your fault that Shao Kahn snapped my neck." I'm like, "Hold on."
I played MK9 recently. No, it's not.
It's like, how is it not Shao Kahn's fault that Shao Kahn snapped your neck?
Shao Kahn got up out the chair and said, "Well, you want to showboat in my Coliseum? All right." That had nothing to do with Raiden. Raiden was just a witness.
I got there because I came to fight for Raiden. And it was like, but you could have dodged, bro. Like you're a fighter.
No, he wasn't even paying attention. He let his guard completely down.
Yo, he got to teleport. Come on, man. You can't. Yo, pause real quick. His teleport in this game makes me really depressed. He just throws the hat and then teleports to it. I'm like,
but what's really weird is when he throws the hat for the teleport. Like, I don't know. It's like a subtle animation change from the regular projectile hat, but it's enough to where you're just like, bro, I see that. Down two.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm here now.
You just teleport, and then you can just down two. You can say anti-air shit. But yeah, we're talking about the story for Mortal Kombat 11 right now. And with Mortal Kombat 11, this is where shit falls completely off the rails. Because my friend Abdul here brought up a very good point.
Oh, yeah.
Jax.
Doesn't make any sense how Jax is sitting there at home like, oh my god, woe is me. I'm just going to drink until I die. Life is awful. I lost my wife. But in MKX, when he, already lost his wife.
And was already a Revenant and then already got cured of being a Revenant.
Yeah.
He was like, where's Quan Chi? I'm going to whoop his ass.
Yeah, he was pretty much fine. Like he just came out and was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna beat him up, and then that's it, Earthrealm, let's go. And then at the end of that, it was like, all right, Jackie, let's go home. And then somehow in between like then and like MK11, he just, oh shit, my wife is dead. I'm really depressed. Even though Jackie says like a throwaway line that implies that his wife Vera, I think her name was, yeah, she like died off camera, like when
like
Jackie
in
was
between
like,
9 and X or something.
yeah,
like that.
When Jackie was like a kid. So it was just like, okay, but why is he depressed about it now? Like, yeah, I get that he's sad about it, but like, why is he just like, oh, life is awful, nothing is good, even though my daughter is like moving up in the ranks as a soldier and everything. You know, I'm proud of her and stuff, but man, everything is awful right now.
And then random crazy ass. What are we gonna call it? I don't want to call her Chronica. She got to have a goofy ass name.
Time Wizard.
Some goofy ass, a strange time wizard, looked like she just came through chemotherapy, pops up literally in his living room, says, "I'm sorry, Jax. This was not what time intended for you. I can fix that. Betray everyone you know and love and join my ranks." And Jax goes, "All right." like he just signs up. He just signs up for this shit, bro.
A better life for my daughter.
H4093, appreciate ya. Brother and or sister, nice to have you. Welcome to the subscribers club. We appreciate you over here. Anyways, back to your point.
Better life for my daughter. I mean, of course, that's exactly what I want right now, because her life right now is awful. You know, her being a soldier and like having to deal with like me being a revenant and like my depression. I should have been a better father.
It's like, bro, you were there for her. You didn't run out on her. Every time somebody was threatening the Earth Realm, you gave people the hands, but you mean a better father. You did everything you could.
Bro, he met himself, and his younger self was like, "What? You raised a fine daughter right here, sir. What are you even talking about?
She ain't a hussy. She ain't out here twerking it and busting it open on Instagram.
She's a fine soldier. She didn't have to be a soldier.
She didn't have to be a soldier, but she wanted to be. Like, if this ain't the whole... You whipped her into shape, and then she just became one.
It became kind of like a like women's rights sort of like moment there, because then Jackie comes in like, hold on, I chose this. Like, what do you?
It's like what the hell do you mean? I chose this. I wanted this for myself. Nah, Jackie, you don't know what you're talking about. And then young Jax is like, yo, let me keep this between me, myself, and I. And he just beats his ass, and I'm like.
That man goes to some lengths, too, because, like, legit, Cetrion's like, I don't want to hurt you guys. All right, you forced me. Now I have to hurt you. And
all right, for those of you who don't know, Cetrion is a fusion of Captain Planet and Aloy from...
All right.
God damn it, Caldus, your microphone.
What about it?
We keep hearing ourselves.
Yeah, we're, like, somehow coming through your microphone.
Anyways, the weird thing is... There it goes again. Damn it, Caldus.
I'll try turning you down. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, okay. Turn down the audio.
So, I don't forgot what my point was because I heard myself.
We're talking about Cetrion.
Yeah, Cetrion is a combination of Captain Planet and Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And for some reason, they thought we weren't going to notice the similarities.
Also a jobber, by the way.
Oh, no. But here's the thing. Anybody who is a villain, not named Chronica, is a jobber. Now, for those who don't know what a jobber is, let me explain. It's a wrestling term for people who are supposed to be a threat, but they're ass. And by ass, I mean they're garbage. They have echo in their microphone. They're low tier.
I hate you.
They're, what's the word? Throwaway trash. And they're just there to give the protagonist something to punch.
Yeah.
Like, you really don't give a fuck about them.
They're the throwaway henchmen in all the martial arts movies.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, you see them in the credits, Random Ninja 47. You know, stuff like that. Jobbers. Except these just so happen to be jobbers who got to have the luxury of having credited roles and names.
Cetrion was like hyped up to be this like thing, and then she was just like, "No, I'm going with my mother's will." And then there was like a character development scene, like literally in the last chapter of the story, where
there is something greater than my mother's will. Finish her, Liu Kang.
It was legit just like, you don't have to do this, Cetrion. Like you know, you have a brain of your own. You can do this. Like, you can do something else if you want to. And she's like, ugh.
It's legit kind of like the episode of Fresh Prince where they're like, hey yo, you do understand, like, she liked you, G. And then Jeffrey goes, you know, in England, it's not looked upon to date someone outside of your station. And then Will's like, but G, we ain't in England.
And then it all clicks.
His mind just and it's like, Cetrion, you're an elder god. You can do what you want.
I'm also mad. So like, Cetrion does the most badass thing possible, and she does it off screen. She kills all the elder gods, including Fujin, who, as you saw in MKX, oh, Raiden, oh my god, you're being attacked by revenants. I must go.
That makes me mad. You have a character that's that hype and that much requested. He's in MKX for like, what, one scene? And he just goes, all right, guys, I'll be back. Never comes back. Literally unheard of. Then in this game, you find out he's dead. Why? Because Cetrion was like, well, Mom's angry, I'm angry. Y'all all gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So she can kill the Elder Gods, and she's still ass. Jobber! She's Kano tier! Also, speaking of Kano, if you're a Kano fan, I'm sorry for y'all.
Hey man, I like that scene where, young Kano saw old Kano. He's like, oh, I'm still a young rapper, it was like, oh, nice, dialogue, and then that was it.
Yeah, that was his highlight right there.
But that moment also included Aaron Black showing up, and like someone else was just like, Aaron Black, wait, but you worked for Kotal Khan in our time. Like, what are you doing here? Well, I mean, Cetrion's paying me, so.
He's like, I go where the money is, and Chronica's paying out the big bucks. I'm like, bro, is high noon. Like, come on, bro.
I was like, what are you even doing in the story?
Here's the thing, old Aaron Black, where the fuck was he for half the goddamn story?
Did he even show up in the story at all?
I think he showed up for like a scene maybe, but other than that, I don't think he showed up at all.
I think that was actually young Aaron Black too. I think old Aaron Black didn't show up at all for some reason.
Old Aaron Black was just like, nah, I'm chilling. We good.
At one point I thought that someone was trying to like imply that he might be dead or something, and I was just like, I would like to have seen that, please. Like,
where's the thing? His entire moveset has the trap, which is reptile blood, but young Aaron Black couldn't have killed Reptile because obviously that couldn't be a thing because Reptile exists. So old Aaron Black had to be doing. I could have swore there was a scene where he does show up. I could be wrong, but I almost swear that there was a scene. There's just like one, like a throwaway thing. Like he didn't really contribute to the fight.
What were the writers even trying to do at this point? Like it doesn't even make any sense. There are all these like references and stuff to like other characters and whatnot, and like they don't give you any sort of exposition, any sort of backstory on any of these references. They're just like, yeah, Reptile, yeah, here's his blood. That's it. Oh, going in the crypt, yeah, Kenshi's stash.
Yeah, because Kenshi's dead. It's like, yeah, Kenshi's dead.
It's like,
think about the words I just said. Kenshi. The guy who has a son who's basically a Jedi master, has force powers, has telekinesis, uses fucking lightsabers, has electro whips, kunais that explode. He's under the tutelage of the Shirai Ryu and Scorpion, so he has teleports, has the ability to control the element of fire. That character sounds like magic, right? He's not even in the game. His father, Kenshi, who's the blind samurai with telekinetic powers, he's apparently just killed off camera. He's just dead.
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense for that entire family tree to die. Regular Scorpion in the current timeline, he's dead now because he gets poisoned by Devora.
Devora's the most disgusting character to be made in MK history.
Bro, let me tell you
something. Worse
something
than Drawman, who apparently is also dead.
Yeah, Hotaru's dead.
That
because the Collector has a bunch of items that apparently have connections to character. Like one is like Hotaru's soul.
Oh, yeah.
So he just killed Hotaru apparently at some point. So that's a thing. And then here's the thing that like just really kind of confuses me.
Oh, did you see the Suha poster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Suha was in Aaron Black's bag in some of his intros.
Ew.
Like he just tosses a head on the floor and it's Suha.
Ew.
With his hat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So yeah, they don't fucks with the Hows of the Sues.
I mean, nobody wants that character back. He was literally just Nazi zombie.
But here's the thing that I don't really get, and you could chalk it up to Chronica's time magic, but here's the thing I want to understand. Frost turns into a cyber Lin Kuei ninja, but she don't have like robot face and like big bulky armor. She's still slender, sleek, and has like a human face.
It's because she's the new model.
Nah, they were still mass production Hydros. the generic blue ass sectors, bro. And then they said no, because there was a thing where they said, could we clone him and make a newer model? Sector was the new model.
Yeah.
So what the
Yeah.
Help me understand how that design principle choice worked out.
There was something somewhere when Frost got announced that said that she like Frost's model is a new model of robot that like Cetrion or not Cetrion that Chronica made or something, and that's why she's like one of the like 3 people that's with her. She's in that like cloak, which that would have been a dope ass costume, but she's in that cloak and stuff. Even
But
though
here's
it's
the thing
like
about the cloak.
it wasn't hiding anything.
What they should have done is not even show gameplay of her or show a trailer or a reveal for her. They should have kept that the most under wraps of under wraps.
It felt like that was going to be the case because they announced her literally the day the game got released.
Yeah, and it's like, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just, oh shit, that's Frost? That should have been the moment we all had. But,
yeah, because she was an unlockable character anyway, so yeah, give me the surprise.
yeah, like, maybe we just don't know.
I mean, we all knew.
Like,
but...
we knew because of the leaks, but like, it got to a point to where even the people who weren't even spoiled by leaks didn't even get to feel the effects of the surprise.
I hope the leak list about the DLC is not true, because one, there's some wild things on that list.
Like, I saw Ash, I saw Spawn, no, not Ash Ketchum.
I saw Terminator.
I saw Terminator, yep.
Sindel's gonna be DLC.
I saw Sindel,
Angry
I saw
Me.
Melina.
Yeah.
And like, first off, Melina's on is DLC. Like, that's just gonna be the one character I'm just not buying.
The 2 characters that I want the most are DLC, and it's like, should I just sell the copy? I wanted Sindel and Melina. Melina, I knew I probably wouldn't get, but like Sindel, come on, y'all couldn't bring back Sindel.
I mean, she wasn't even in 9 really. Gameplay wise, she probably wasn't even in 9 at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, storyline wise, she was the only reason why 9 even got kicked into high gear for the climax.
Talk about power scaling right there. She killed all those people, and it was like, this doesn't even make sense.
And then if you watch Jackie's ending where she changes the past, they apparently all just say, wait a minute, Sindel's coming. But apparently in that timeline, they could just all give Sindel the hands.
They could have given Sindel hands in the canon timeline. I don't understand how they didn't.
Striker, you have a gun. You ain't shooting out one.
That's the man who really should have came back. Come on now.
Striker?
Yeah. That would have solved everything. Striker. Aaron Black.
Oh.
Hey, what are you?
Speaking of timeline bullshit, that is really, really weird in Mortal Kombat 11. Cabal. If he never got burned and never had to get fixed, how the fuck is he still fast?
Yeah.
How does he have his magical sorcerer powers?
Yeah. Well,
Because
hey, man. He was a part of the Black Dragon before, so...
Yeah, but he wouldn't be Black Dragon if they just went back to the past. Because this isn't like Endgame. They pulled him out of the same timeline. Which means he should be a cop. At that moment.
Yeah.
He should have been a cop.
But instead they were like, oh, this is from his Black Dragon past. You know, that one that Kano like alluded to?
Yeah, but he didn't go back that far. These are the people from that realm. During Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah. Because technically Mortal Kombat 2. Shit.
Because they got pulled out during that time. Which would mean that was before he tried to invade Earthrealm. Which means Stryker should be Cabal's partner as a cop.
Listen, people who decide to write things, stop using timeline as a scapegoat because
y'all act like we ain't seen these other movies and games, bro.
Stop trying to use time travel as a scapegoat because time travel is awful for your stories.
It fucks it up 9 times out of 10.
You can make good stories that involve, time travel, but
when it's the baseline and the backbone of your story, you're fucked.
It could be like that one movie with Keanu Reeves and, was it Julia Roberts? Sandra Bullock about the magic mailbox where they lived
the lake house?
Yeah, no. They lived like 3 years apart, and I shit you not, the end of the movie was like, oh shit, well, he lives down the street. I'm gonna go there. And then they met each other in real life. And, the timeline...
That was after she prevented his death when he gets hit by the bus or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, the letters just say, stay your ass home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't get on that damn bus, kid.
Somehow this magic mailbox allowed them to send letters to each other, and she figured out that he died on a certain day, and so she was just like, just don't die this day, sir. Oh, shit. I never thought about that.
I predicted the end to that movie. When I saw someone get hit by a bus, like, they're bringing too much attention to this. That's Keanu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Found out it was Keanu.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. But anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about the ending of that game.
All right.
Even if I liked, And I did. I'll admit it. I did like the story of MK11. It was quirky. It was weird. It had some dumbass moments.
Pause. I gotta mention this. If you haven't seen the trailers for the game yet, you should watch the trailers because certain moments that happen in the story, they're better in the trailers because of the soundtrack that plays. Like when Johnny like slow motion like dick punches Kano.
In the actual story?
Yeah, in the actual story,
it's kind of just like a thing that happens.
It's just like silent, like it's really awkward. Like, but like with the music and the trailer, oh, that shit is hype.
Well, that means it's a good trailer. That's what trailers are supposed to do.
Yeah, but
the only issue is in the game. It's
now that I have the product, can you please give me the same amount of hype? Like maybe more? Because
here's the thing. Apparently, they have multiple sectors because they definitely blew that one sector up at the military base.
Yeah, he blew himself up.
Yeah, and they're just like, "No, I'm another sector over here, bro."
Wait, what are you talking about? There's another sector that showed up later in the story?
Yeah, remember they kept building them. They just
but those are like the jobber sectors. Those are just robots. Those are like mass-produced robots.
Nah, there was definitely a Reb one that shows up later on in the story as well.
Are you serious? You talking about like when they're on the boat and they're fighting in the sea? There was a red one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. Maybe they uploaded this nigga's data to the cloud and they were like, oh, we just make another one. Because at least Cyrax was like, look, guys.
Cyrax was like, I'm peacing out.
Yeah, when you bring me back, please just don't bring me back in this robot body.
So, you have all that, but let's talk about the ending. Like I said, I liked the story. Wasn't the best beat for beat, but it was all right. But that ending was ass. And don't get me wrong. Some people are like, nah, man, you got to get the good ending. I went back and got the good ending. The difference was 2 sentences.
What's the good ending, quote unquote?
The good ending is basically the same, except, like, literally the same. You kill her the same.
Okay.
Raiden talks to you the same with a couple different lines of dialogue.
Okay.
And the only difference is it actually shows Liu Kang touching the hourglass, and then Raiden saying, "You two were always linked by fate," referencing Katana. So him and Katana go back.
I got that ending. I didn't know there was another ending.
Yeah, I lost the first round because I didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
Oh,
because I never labbed Liu Kang. So next thing I just see a T-Rex hitting my ass, and I'm just confused. And then I lost the first round, and then we killed it, and then it was like we're in like the Neo-Spatian realm, and then it's just the same ending.
Yeah, what difficulty did you play the story on? Because I knew that there was not a need to like crank it up to challenging.
Medium.
I played on fucking easy. I was like, I just want to see what's happening here. And then
I played on medium 2 rounds.
I played medium the first like 3 chapters, and I was like, what am I doing to myself? And so, because I didn't know how to play the game in general, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just make it easy on myself.
I take that back. I played medium for the first 7 chapters, and then when we stopped, I tried to play some on hard off stream, just a little bit, to learn the character.
Oof.
And I don't think I changed it back.
Oof. Chronica has some stupid stuff, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna do this easy. I'm gonna get through this so I can see how it goes.
You took the smart man's path.
Yeah, because the story doesn't matter. People need to learn from Guilty Gear Xrd. If you're putting a story mode in a fighting game, just make me watch it. Like, just let me watch it. I'm not trying to fight anybody in these jobber battles. Like, just let me watch it.
The jobber battles. Like, who cares about Cage versus Kano 7? Like, I'm not
exactly. There was not a single fucking battle.
Also,
that was
there's one thing that NRS has always done that has pissed me off, and in this game, it was at the legitimate lowest. So I appreciate it in the realm. But that bullshit where they come up with contrived reasons to get characters to fight, like, it only happened twice in this game. The first one was when Jade gave Kotal the hands out of fucking nowhere.
It wasn't out of nowhere, though. He was like, I'm going to kill these Tarkatans because I'm pissed.
Like, but no, it was, babe, stop. I'm going to pull out my sword now. Whoa! Maybe we could talk this to one the fuck out.
The pacing with the scene was out of nowhere because it was literally like, he was like, I'm going to kill these Tarkatans. She's like, babe, no, I'm going to kill these Tarkatans. All right, I'm pulling out the staff. It was like, whoa. There were steps.
Yeah, and then the other thing that was like really contrived was just like, we need Cabal to have a reason to give Sonya the hands.
That was stupid.
And then they took away your projectiles.
That was extra stupid. I was like, you took away the character. like, what am I supposed to do? Hands?
Nah, man. You just do a random string and the leg takedown. And then you exit every time. That's the strat.
That's all you could do.
That's all you had.
It's fucking pointless. You couldn't do your fatal blow because it involves the fireballs.
Oh my god! Wow. Yo, Suhao's DLC. I'll sell my copy, bro.
Suhao's DLC.
I'll pick Dragon Ball back up.
I'll sell NetherRealm.
You'll sell the whole company, bro. NetherRealm is gone. It's over.
Real quick, let me stretch in a little story that I heard about here. Turns out NRS has been hitting people with the crunch time. Yeah, the crunch time since MK9. Whew.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talks about that, and then you have a lot of people who are defending them, who work there, who don't even work there anymore.
Whoa.
Who are defending them.
They get in the check. They're like, yo, Ed, slip me a little bit of money for my tokens.
I mean, you know one of them.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. That is not surprising. I was expecting that.
Then you had some people make accusations that the person who started the whistleblowing actually is and
disgruntled employee.
Not even disgruntled. The word that they used was a liar who didn't do any work and did absolutely nothing that they were assigned to do, and they just have sour grapes now.
Oh my god. The story that I read, the article that I read referenced that like someone who claimed to be like one of the top QA, people since MK9 was like, oh yeah, they did that to us. There was not really a day where I didn't work from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah, some people said they only got 4 hours of sleep. Then you had other accounts where they were like, yeah, they always kept gaslighting us saying, don't worry, the next project will get you hired, intern. Or they would be doing work that actually designing props that actually get used in official licensed Mortal Kombat or Injustice media, but they would just still call you intern. They wouldn't give you the title, so they wouldn't have to pay you.
I mean, allegedly, they weren't doing what the other companies do, where they just imply, hey, yeah, if you don't stay late, we might fire you. It was literally just nah, you better stay late or else you're gone. That's it. Stay late or else. It's well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I almost expect that from most AAA developers, was why I was like, yeah, I would never I don't know if you feel the same way, Caldus, but the games industry is that is cutthroat as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've always heard some.
And you gotta jump through some ass load of hoops, and you may not even get nowhere. You just self deteriorating at this point.
Yeah.
And not for me, not for my take. Are we talking about the fucked up shit from a couple weeks ago? No, if you're talking about the Noble Esports thing, that was a whole can of worms. And the weird thing is, I don't know how much of that is even true. Because by now, a story that fucking big should be everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Noble should have to be answering some serious fucking questions at this point.
Yeah, even when you were telling me about it, I'm like, are you talking about Noble? Because...
That's what I'm saying. Because we read the report, and they said, and I quote, they were running basically a fucking esports concentration camp for their H1Z1 team, which was wild.
Yeah, that is.
But something of that level of extremeness, if there was any smoke in that fire, it would have been uncovered. So the longer we go without it being big news, the less I'm inclined to believe it.
Here's the weird thing about the MK crunch stuff though. Apparently the crunch things started with MK9, which I don't MK9 is the game where I wouldn't expect them to be rushing it that much, because MK9 was we're bringing back MK.
Yeah, it's their first, their first outing. They didn't really have to have a time schedule.
Yeah, there was no rush.
The only thing I could think of is if WB had a stranglehold on them from the jump. But even then, that's a little weird. But when you hear about these big companies like EA and WB, they do some heinous shit behind the scenes, and they do some fuck shit to some of the people they employ.
But wait, was WB a thing for MK9? I thought that started with Injustice 1.
Nah.
No? Okay.
NRS. Basically, it's kind of like how Bayonetta 2 happened. It's on the Wii U and the Switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Nintendo was
because they were Midway.
We want you.
And then they kind of got disbanded, and then
they were become NRS.
And then bada boom, bada bam. There you go. Warner Brothers right there. Making big brain plays. Big brain plays.
I mean,
as they say.
I get that you want... See, it's hard to sit here and say, oh well, this stuff is alive because there's tons of other like industries that have come out with the same kind of story of like
The movie industry, the TV, and actually anything involved in the entertainment industry. Period.
I mean, with the movie industry, it's like that's super implied. It's like no. We're gonna finish this scene tonight. We're gonna finish this scene in this one, moment of us being here, or else. Like, I don't care how long we have to stay here. We're gonna do 20 billion takes if we have to.
My personal favorite, they get you liquored up, and then it's just like you out here, you sucking random producers' dicks, and you don't even know what the fuck is. You wake up after a fucking binge.
Whoa,
bro, you know they do some wild shit out there out west.
Whoa, man, you're going into the whole point of the Me Too era right there.
But they're not wrong in that regard.
No,
like, come on now.
Yeah,
we see stuff like that. Just like he's like, you want to be Mary Poppins? Well, pop that pussy open for a real one.
Well,
yo, excuse me?
Hey, man, that whole casting couch thing is
all right.
That's a Law and Order episode right there.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably half of a season of Law and Order. Don't even get me started. Like, what do you mean?
But yeah, movie industry is messed up. But like the games industry alone, you've heard like tons of accounts of like people being like told that they should stay and work on this game some more. But the problem is, the thing that pissed me off is like when you're putting all that time in for a game that turned out to be shit.
Oh, you mean Anthem? Yeah, I understand.
All right, well,
when you get told to be a what did George Lucas call Disney? Them young white slavers.
Well, I mean, in Anthem's case, it took them years to figure out what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but they were still being worked up and down because basically they were told make a game, and they were like, well, what do we make? And then they made it one way, and then someone said, oh, no, man, I don't think we could do it that way. So then they stripped out the flying mechanic, and then EA's CEO came over, played what they had, and said, I don't like it. There should be more flight. Yeah. So then they had to put the flight mechanic back into the game. So most of the development time was very stagnant on putting in flying mechanics or not putting in flying mechanics, which was quite bizarre, quite ass, but that's what they decided they wanted to do with that. Not really.
Yeah.
And not really a fan of the vernacular, but that's how they put it. And then so they pretty much were spinning their wheels for like 5 years because they said development for that game apparently started in 2012.
But the real development didn't start until after the E3 trailer.
Yeah, according to reports, it took until after the E3 trailer for the development to really start hitting that grind. And it's like, bro, they found out what they was making the day we found out.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty fucking wild. That's ass. That is super ass. But it be like that sometimes,
Games industry,
Games industry sucks. But moving out of the game industry, we talked about Mortal Kombat 11 Endgame and its shitty ass ending.
You talking about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I said MK11 Endgame.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat 11 Endgame, because that's what we're calling it. So we're going to jump to a secondary Endgame.
You mean the first Endgame?
The first Avenger?
Yeah,
all right.
That's right. Didn't you guys watch Infinity War? We're in the Endgame now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Definitely a year in advance. So, honestly, somebody working at DC was like, man, Marvel's on some good shit over there. Let me go ahead and talk to my brothers out in NRS and see if they can.
Speaking of a year, by the way, apparently there's discussion going on of people being like, oh yeah, when my kid is younger and I have Infinity War on DVD, he's gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna force him to wait a year before he can watch Endgame, so he can suffer like me.
Nah, man, I saw the quote. That man said if he has a child, you're gonna be watching all the Marvel movies back to back, machine gunning them. And he said he's going to watch Infinity War with his kid. And he's going to be like, all right, let's watch Endgame. And then he's going to be like, no, you will suffer as your elders did. That's exactly how he quote. That's in a direct quote.
That's exactly what he said. And no, don't do that.
It's like, what's the point? For all you know, he may not give a fuck about the movie. Like, as fast as on the accelerated timeline on how much kids' attention spans and ability to give a fuck about things are, there's a possibility he doesn't give a fuck about those movies, or she doesn't give a fuck about those movies in the next year. They're on
the average attention span right now is much lower than it was in the past.
Oh yeah,
and that is evident by YouTube analytics. Patum and Tish. Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it.
Wow.
I'm not wrong. I am not wrong.
You must be very proud.
Absolutely. I'm bathing in my pride.
Anyways,
That's right. You go
on
ahead,
to
take
that
it from here.
end game. You know, so we don't have to sit here and talk about how YouTube sucks.
I mean, trust me, everyone else has got that line of work covered. We don't need to delve into that as well. But as far as Endgame goes, bro, that is the best, amazing, lukewarm movie that has so many ass tendencies.
Spoilers incoming, guys. Spoilers. Yeah, that's right. We can't contain it. Spoilers. Spoilers. That's
If
right.
you don't want to,
Robots bursting.
If you-
Everyone dies. Oh wait, no, that's terrible.
if you don't want spoilers, you should leave now. Like leave now, because like we're gonna let these things rip like Beyblade. I'm just letting you know right now.
Leave now and never return.
Okay, I don't know about all that. You can return tomorrow when I'm streaming something. I don't know what we'll be streaming, but point is, yeah, you don't have to leave forever. Just you ain't gotta go home, but you just gotta get the fuck out of here. So we'll give you about another 5 seconds. Is that Law and Order? Anyways, so yeah, Endgame time. Boy, that movie starts off in only the way it could. You got my man, young Hawkeye, sitting out there enjoying his family, teaching his daughter how to become an even better archer. She hits a bullseye. Everyone's happy, ecstatic. The boys are running through the fields. His wife's preparing hot dogs. He even makes a joke about who the fuck eats mayonnaise on a hot dog, but that's fine. They're out there chilling.
Oh, you know, the white family joke.
Yeah, you know, the American dream, so to speak.
The American joke.
And Hawkeye turns his head to the left, turns back around. Hello? Family?
Where is everyone? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, help!
Cry moment number 1.
Yep, you see a little cloud of dust. Just, I'm kind of mad they put that little cloud of dust because it was like, I think that was for the people who, for some reason, are going to watch this movie and somehow just have no attention span.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's the snap.
Yeah.
I think they threw that in there. You already know how I felt about that chick that we saw when the chick in the theater when me and Carter saw Jurassic World. You already know. You already fucking know.
Can we take a moment to talk about RNG as in Hawkeye lives and his entire family gets snapped?
Yeah, that.
What kind of RNG is this?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk about the properties of the snap, like, as we all know, they fixed the snap and bring everyone back, but no one who got brought back was accelerated on the timeline. So, like, if you got snapped, but your younger brother didn't, and your younger brother was 3 years younger than you, when you get brought back, your younger brother is now your older brother by 2 years.
Like, it's weird.
Like, somebody you could have went to school with, like, you were in your senior year of high school, that motherfucker has graduated college.
Does anybody remember how old Scott Lang's Ant-Man's daughter was in the old movies? Because I don't remember her being like, I remember her being pretty young, and then like after the time lapse or the
she looked like
time
she was about
skip,
23, 24.
yeah, she was looking like hella older, and I was just like, I'm
I
confused.
think she's supposed to be like 16, but obviously I think the actor's much older than that.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna fault them for that, but just the implications that are now put there just make things very, very bizarre.
mm-hmm.
I mean, especially if you were a girl who was 16 and pregnant. Now you got a 5-year-old.
Pause.
And you're
his wife was nowhere to be seen in the entire movie, or not wife, his baby's his kid's mom.
Yeah.
Was nowhere to be seen in the entire movie, even after the end.
Hey, look, man, sometimes moms step out on the family too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
you know.
No, but the girl lives with the mom.
I
Hold
know.
on. See, like that's the thing. They didn't show who Cassie was living with or anything like that. Like I guess it's implied that the mom is alive too. But like he just went to the house and Cassie was there. That was it. Didn't see the mom. Didn't see any of that. It was just like, did the mom get snapped? Did her husband get snapped? Like, no. Yes. Okay.
Who's to say, really, right?
I guess it didn't matter in the end. In the end game.
All right, pal. So let's get down to some brass tacks. We're just going to talk about the big plot points, and then we're going to keep the ball moving at a forward pace. So,
I mean, well, I just want to say, like, kind of going back to how the movie starts. So it basically starts saying, it's a new world. We gotta learn to accept what happened. He's like in a support group thing. People talk about like what they've lost and how they're trying to work through it and find, and trying to find peace and like.
You should tell them all who are in the group. Tell them.
What? I don't remember anyone of significance who was in that group.
Cap was there.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
Banner was there.
No,
he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
No.
Oh
no. It was Captain America, a bunch of randos.
Oh
yeah.
I could have swore Banner was there, but all right.
Banner was not human for the entire movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, but that's kind of the whole point of the story. But kind of as we talk about these plot points, that kind of gets thrown out the window. I said, like, wait, we got a chance to change it. I think, well, fuck it. I don't want to accept what happened. I refuse to accept what happened. We're going to go back and change it.
We even want you to forfeit your life there, Tony. Nah, man, I'm good over here. I got a family. I got things to lose.
Look, Tony, we have a way to bring it all back.
Don't we owe it to him? I mean, if that's what you want to think, I mean, that's cool and all. But
and going back to that, like, in the end, he sacrificed, he paid the ultimate price.
But he didn't have to.
For everyone else's selfish desire. He told from the get-go, like, no, I don't want to do this. I just gained something here.
Nah, man, you don't understand. They didn't care.
Nah, you didn't understand, guys. He did it for everything that he gained. He did it for the future. He did it for his daughter.
I get that, but he didn't have to, given the circumstance.
Oh, yeah.
The minute they took the glove off of Thanos,
he won.
Captain Marvel should have just said, all right, try that shit again.
And broke his
wait, you can't.
Nah, she should have just walked up to him. Ant-Man, get over here. It's like, that's right, Thanos. What are you about to do to me? That's right. You know what Ant-Man does? It's like, put him in a full Nelson. What? No.
What are you doing?
But I'm a tyrant.
Nah, man. He pulls out the syringe. All right. You ready, Ant-Man? Gives him the thumbs up. Is he inside of me? Oh.
I don't feel too good about this, guys. I don't really want to invade this man's privacy, even though he is Thanos. Captain Marvel literally could have just flown through the entire crew. Like, the entire crew that was there, just flown through everyone, and they all would have been blasted to dust anyways.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Captain Marvel is... Look, I don't want to be that guy, but here's why Captain Marvel is kind of trash. I don't have a problem with her being really powerful. That's not an issue. But she has Superman syndrome, and it's the same reason why I don't like Superman. When you put him in a situation where, like, all right, for example, I'll give you this. Justice League can have really good stories with Superman in them. I said can.
Yes.
That not always, but can. Because the villains they fight have a way to neutralize or play around Superman's existence. Make it a somewhat even playing field. You know? But then you have like the Justice League live action movie where Superman just came down and said, ha ha ha, y'all are having trouble with this guy? And gave that man a 2-piece of the biscuit, and that was the end of the film.
Mm-hmm.
He just came down here and slapped him. And the problem with Captain Marvel is they've shown that if Thanos doesn't have the Infinity Stones, she's going to clap his cheeks for free. Because when that man had multiple stones, the only thing that he could do to Captain Marvel was get a straight jab in once. That is all the damage she took.
That was with one stone, though.
While you're right.
That was with the Power Stone.
He had the power. It took the Power Stone for him to even do that.
He became his MVCI self right there. He just, well, you're close, Power Stone. She wall bounced, and he went for the palm loops, and he dropped him. So
he dropped the combo, man. But yeah, that's about it. Like, that's all the damage she took. So honestly, once they took the gloves, she could have just clapped them up, and then you could have just had it to where you have your boy, young Thor, be like, look, man, all the time zones have showed me that I am worthy. And for the first time in my life, I think as though I'm beginning to believe it. I'll do the snap this time.
I mean, no, Thor was trying to do the snap in general. It's just that everybody's like, Thor, we don't trust your mental for that. So
Yeah, obviously. But I'm talking about as the movie went along, he would obviously have earned that respect back, is what I'm saying. Because he would have been less disheveled, man.
Nah, I wouldn't have trusted that.
Yeah, I would have.
All he did was fight. That man was still broken.
Nah, I would have trusted that.
Yeah, see, that's why, you didn't write the story, man. Like, I wouldn't have trusted that, man.
It would have been hell better than what we got.
Nah.
Yeah.
Tony's sacrifice was like needed for the story to give that emotional push to force everyone to cry, but like they could have
as
done
a person who looks at this like as a logical standpoint.
Yeah, it could have been done in a totally different way. Like they didn't need that. Strange magic. The wizards were all there, and somehow nobody could come up with a better solution. Y'all couldn't.
Well, to be fair, Tony didn't even give him a chance to come up with a better solution. That man just took the gauntlet and said, I am Iron Man.
One stone. Just give the time stone back to Strange. He puts it back in the Eye of Agamotto. That's right. Now, what are you gonna do, Thanos? This is encrypted right here. You can't get in without the passcode, and I am the passcode. Like all they had to do was just like have Tony hold the stones and then have Captain Marvel beat him up. I know that Thanos somehow, some way pushed everybody off, but there was like a bunch of fucking heroes there. You mean to tell me not one person could have went in there and been like, "Excuse me, sir, need help with this ruffian?" Ha! Like, come on, guys. Like, y'all all the powerful wisdom that you look. There's so many ways to deal with this, and Thanos just all of a sudden, now that he's mad, he's in Titan form. So he takes 20% less damage than normal. So he can.
He got a buff.
Yeah, he's got the armored launcher here, so he's trying to go for it right now.
I gotta watch out for that 6-frame overhead, bro.
He's got that Solomon Grundy grab where it's full armor. He just comes at you.
Corpse swap.
that was exactly what was happening. So Tony was like, "Oh no, I played that game."
Nah, you keep those mixes over there, sir. Snap. You gotta get rid of them.
Man, Captain Marvel, like, I think Captain Marvel would have been a lot more likable if she was in the movie for more than 30 minutes.
Well, she literally just showed up and was like, "Ha ha, I'm better than all of you. Ha ha, I'm better than all of you."
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Okay, well, where were you?" Well, unfortunately, I was being better than you guys elsewhere.
That was the whole problem with the character. Because literally in the beginning of the movie, she's like, she saves Tony. That's nice. That's great. That's amazing. Perfect timing. And then she shows...
According to this thing, Captain Marvel was only in the movie for 15 minutes.
Holy shit.
Of screen time.
I was being modest, I guess.
Yeah, you doubled her up.
But, legit, she shows up, and then they're like talking about what to do with Thanos, and she's like, "Well, then we'll just find Thanos and kill him." It was like, "Well, we tried that before and we lost." Yeah, but y'all didn't have me. I'm the best.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, it was just kind of like, you know who I am, and I was just like, why is she so smug? Yo, I can't wait for her to get humbled. And then she left. And then she comes back, and it's just like, well, she never got that humbling moment because she just proved that she's the best. Yeah, I destroyed this ship right here. Destroyed a lot of those aliens over there. Now I'm gonna take on this Thanos guy. Huh? He's not that tough. Oh, he's overpowering me a little bit, huh? Oh, well, little does he know that I'm a woman. It was just kind of And then there was the moment
when she ate that headbutt,
bro.
That man was like, "Unhand me, wench," and hit him with the headbutt, and she was just like, "Yeah, you thought."
Yeah.
You thought that was gonna go somewhere, huh?
They had a nice little scene where all the female Avengers came through, like you will not harm Peter, and they all just took it to Thanos. Yeah, Thanos and his crew when they were trying to get the gauntlet from Peter. But I'm sitting here like Scarlet Witch's moment to shine. Scarlet Witch is there, and I was like, Thanos is dead. Like, Thanos is dead. Scarlet Witch has enough power to kill everybody that's there, actually. But, let's just let her kill Thanos right now. And then it was just like, how's he not dead? How's this not like all she has to do is literally like mind choke this man and he'll die right there. And she was
because here's the thing, we saw that Mantis could mind choke this man.
Yeah.
In Infinity War.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no reason why Scarlet Witch should not be able to just be like, Lobotomy.
Like Mantis, all she had to do was like inject her feelings into the man, which whew, what a creepy power that is. But yeah, but Scarlet Witch was having her moment, and then like what was it? Thanos was trying to like cut her with his freaking Darth Maul like thing, his boomerang blade that he had. All of a sudden, it looked like it was like a blade off of an airplane. Like, but like legit, he was trying to cut her with that, and then she fucking like she was getting overpowered, and I was literally sitting there just like break it. Like what do you do? Just break it. It's just a blade. And then she did.
Break it. It's just a blade.
I was just like, okay, now kill him. Just kill, like you've got the power, and there's literally nothing stopping you. There's literally nothing stopping you. Everybody wants you to kill this man because he's that piece of shit at this point. Because he literally went from I am the villain that people can like relate to nah. I'm sorry. I learned my lesson. I'm evil now. I'm killing everybody.
Everybody.
As soon as I get that thing, I'm a snapping.
I mean, in all technicality, this Thanos didn't like. He was completely reset, so he was a piece of crap.
Exactly. That's the exact reason why they had the ability to, make sure that he could be the big bad, the evil Thanos or whatever.
In a way, and I've heard other reviewers say this, like maybe the movie would have been more interesting if he didn't return.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better if he like
if they just had no villain instead.
No villain, or like as a villain that's not as big, but like or a squad of villains like show up and then they take them out. Like some fucking aliens show up, or better twist, the Skrulls show up and it's like we've been waiting for this moment. Like something, but nah. And now
we just kind of get round 2 of it, and it's like once again it's not bad. It's just I feel like it didn't live up to the potential it could have had.
I feel like a whole squad of superheroes, one of them would have paid enough attention to Nebula to be like, hey, girl who, used to try to like kill us in the past and stuff like that. What are you doing over there by yourself? Maybe you should come celebrate with us. Or, for one person to be like, hey, where's Nebula? Nah. None of them? Not even Rocket Raccoon? The smart one? Like come on, man.
Well, Thanos said, the arrogant never suspect it.
Look, let me tell you something, man. That part where your boy Hawkeye was on his back, lying down, clutching the Infinity Gauntlet. You should have known something was up when she said, it took the gauntlet instead of helping your ass out.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of Aladdin. But first, give me the lamp. Give me your hand. But first, give me the lamp.
But like, luckily Hawkeye was perceptive enough to be like, wait, she's holding that gauntlet a little too close. Hold on, who are you? And
Body snatcher.
Yeah. So,
ne'er-do-well.
And then the squad showed up, and they're just like, look, Nebula, like you don't have to do this. Like you don't have to be Thanos's sub right now. You can just not give him the gauntlet, and then we'll just kill him. Like we roll deep out there. We're gonna kill him. Like, and she's just like, no, I have to for my master. And it was just like, you're literally in a position where you don't have to do anything other than what you want right now. The past Nebula, what are you doing? And then future Nebula is like, wait, I remember how it was at that age. All right.
All right, I forgot how unreasonable my ass was. All right. Clout. But that's where the rules of time travel get a little murky, because like on one hand, you can apparently go back into the past in the MCU. And remain in the same timeline.
I was so confused by all of that, because at first they made it seem like you're going to go there and then you're going to be in that area, but you're going to have a set amount of time. After this set amount of time goes by, your watch or your device is going to send you back to, the present. But instead it was like, no, you go there and time is going fine for you, but when you return to the present, then it's going to feel like however much time it was that you lived, but it's actually going to be a few seconds in the present time, which that was confusing.
Yeah, like it'll be a few seconds for us.
Then
but it'll be however long for you.
At first they said you can't interact with yourself in that timeline. I know they were making like jokes about the movies and how like in movies, other timeline related movies.
Said that you could, but you really shouldn't. But
because Cap fought himself.
Yeah, Cap beat himself up.
So like they were saying like you can.
Hey, Iron Man gave himself a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So like you can interact with yourself, but it doesn't affect the you that's here now. But they were making it seem like if you go back into the past and something changes, it doesn't affect your current timeline.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Loki escaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's like a major difference.
Which is weird because if Cap went back to the past, which he did, and then there's old Cap, that would mean that Cap stayed there. Like, he's still there, but he's in this timeline. But we know if you go back into the past and you do something or you're something else, you can't affect the current timeline. It's supposed to split off.
That Cap was also supposed to be frozen at that point in time, so either, regular Cap, like Unfrozen, was like, look, buddy.
No, because he had the shield, and he knew who Falcon was, which means that the Cap that went back to the past is the Cap.
Oh, no, I know that. I'm not saying that it was the different Cap that got older. I'm saying that legit, he either unfroze himself somehow, or he, left himself there. And so Frozen Cap is still somewhere out there, which could be a movie plot point later where they unfreeze the other Cap. He comes out just fine, not knowing shit, and they use it as a reset on Cap. And they could even make him a different. They could cast him differently and shit like that if they felt like it, whatever. But that whole part didn't make sense because the 5 seconds that went by and they were like, oh, he's supposed to be here right now, and then they see. Old Cap sitting, like Bucky sees old Cap sitting down. It was like, how did he know to be in that spot at that exact time on that day? And somehow, it all just worked out for this timeline. Did he use his watch to go back to that timeline at that moment to be like, oh, now that I'm old?
That man wrote a note to himself and it said, on this day, go be here because that's where you'll find your friends.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, that would affect the timeline that he's not supposed to be no longer connected to. Cause
it's implied that he went there and he just lived out his life, but
he would be in the timeline. Because they went back in the past and Loki escaped, but he's not in the timeline.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't understand, because I know they said that Cap's plan was he was going to go back into the past and unedit the edits. He was going to put everything where they need to be.
Yeah, he was going to put the stones back where they needed to be so that, any sort of, branch off in time.
But the weird thing is, but would he also have to stop the other thems that are also back in the past? Or does that not how their time works? Because they were very vague about the time rules.
Yeah, they're very vague. It's implied that he goes back to the moment before all that nonsense ensues. And he puts the stone back, and that forces everything to go back to the way they were supposed to go originally, so that any of that nonsense that they caused trying to get the stones just didn't happen. Which I'm fine with that being the thing, but everything else, Cap staying, nah, that doesn't make sense.
But either way, it's just, I guess you could call that just a nitpick at this point.
Yeah.
But it definitely stands out. I will tell you that. But overall, like I said, the movie was alright. I still think Infinity War was a lot better. Because Endgame kind of fell into that trap of it was the only way it could have ended.
Mm-hmm.
People are mad about spoilers, and it's if you were expecting this movie to take a different turn, then I'm sorry, you just...
I mean, if you want to subvert your expectations, go watch The Last Jedi.
Who invited this man here? I think I made a mistake.
Hey, man. Rise of the Skywalker.
All right. We're not talking about that film ever.
But everybody's so hype about it. It's not
I'm
glad it could
you changed that word from happy to hype.
It's not like, it'll end up being like the last movie that they, were hype about and got disappointed for.
You mean all of that?
That trailer showed you nothing. Literally nothing. And everyone's like, oh my god, Palpatine? I'm on board.
Oh my god, you remember the past? Do you remember the first movie? Oh my god.
Why is time travel getting introduced in all these things though?
Here's the thing, I don't even think it's time travel. They're just gonna be Sith can be Force ghosts now, and it's alright.
Whatever.
We're just making up shit now.
I don't care about Star Wars. I know that they're gonna make a crock of bullshit, and that's how it's gonna go.
But
but yeah, I'm just talking about in general. with Infinity War, or not Infinity War, with Endgame, I knew that it was going to be about time travel the moment I saw Ant-Man, because I watched Ant-Man the Wasp, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And you knew he would have to be in the quantum realm.
It also sucks that that original Wasp, I don't remember what her name. Oh, fucking wow. Um, original Wasp, but yeah.
Janet?
Yeah, Janet. There we go. That Janet wasn't using her powers at the end of Endgame because she came out of that realm with superpowers.
Yeah, like
And
she be able to like phase through shit and
yeah, she was doing some wild stuff. Like
what
they
they call her, Ghost or some shit like that.
no get Ghost was the one that Ghost was the villain, but
Okay.
like she was fixing that person with the energy that they were getting from that universe because her powers came from her being exposed to that realm in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I think they also implied that like Janet's powers were just gonna like wear out the longer she stayed in like the regular like world. So maybe that was the case, but fuck man. You guys could have given me something. Oh, someone also mentioned to me that Star Lord should have had some of his god powers because even though like Ego is not alive, Ego like pretty much like implied that Star Lord was like the perfect combination to have like powers of his own, and that's why Ego wanted him to like be by his side and all that jazz. But they were just like, yeah, Gamora kicks him in the balls because she doesn't know who he is.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
My man's entire existence was played up for a gag.
Yep.
Actually, no. It was, I think, twice. Because Rhodes punched him in the face.
Yep.
He's like, he's an idiot. Yes, he's an idiot. Wah, wah. Just wah, wah.
Man, once you take all the depressing parts out of the out of Endgame, that movie, yeah, that movie is not as emotional as it should be.
But you know what's funny? When everybody came back to Avengers HQ,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you notice that Nebula came back hella late. Somebody should have said right then.
Where were you?
What the hell were you?
Hey, Rhodey, guy who was supposed to watch her, didn't you notice something weird happened when you left? Oh, you're not gonna even say anything about that? Oh, at least she's here. All right, I guess
guess
that's
so.
that's why you're in the position that you're in, sir. By the way, Rhodey put on the Iron Patriot outfit like off screen, like hella fast. That man was literally dying.
Look,
when he
man,
had to
it's
peel off his suit.
nanotechnology. It's in his leg.
Nah, it's not
It's
in his leg.
the leg.
There's no the Iron Patriot was not nanotech. So they Strange somehow had the time to take this man, take him out to where the suits are at, put him in the Iron Patriot outfit, and come back in all of like 2 minutes. And somehow it was just like, yeah, don't mind it, don't worry, it happened.
Don't worry, he's magic. It's fine.
Still mad that these niggas didn't just take Thanos out back and just beat him. That's what I thought was gonna happen when like the big three came through. I was like, oh cool. So the big fight scene is gonna be Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. They're all gonna fight Thanos, and then they're gonna give Thanos the hands, and then Thanos is gonna die, and then the others might show up later and something like that. We're like, oh hey guys, oh my god, is that Thanos? Don't worry guys, we got him. And then as soon as Thanos is like, oh, I'm done with this shit. Yo, squad, come through. I was like, oh. He brought everybody, and I was like, oh, all those people who died in the other movies, they're all there too. And so it was nice that the Avengers squad came through, but it was just like, how the fuck did Valkyrie get that Pegasus? Where was that? Where was that in Thor? Like, come on.
Nah, man, they can create Pegasus genome.
All right. Yeah, you got it, bro. Like, New Asgard is just some area in like Missouri.
Well, Cardis, anything you want to talk about with Endgame?
Let's see. We covered most of it. It's just, yeah, I think we all pretty much agree Infinity War was better. Not that Endgame was bad. It's just it left you wanting. Like, there was more it could have done, and it could have done it better, but it was a solid movie. I mean, I think ending something as big as this is always going to be a
Difficult.
hassle, and it's never going to end as well as you hope it could. Because I feel like endings are some of the hardest things to do, I guess. And I don't know. Sometimes I wonder when people make a disappointing ending, do they feel like it's going to be disappointing? Is that their plan, or does it just happen? Like, in the writing room, do they come out walking like, "Yeah, man, this is a good ending. This is gonna satisfy anyone"? It's like I think people who watch it, it's like kind of unanimous. Like, no, the ending was kind of a bummer. And then they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder. Like when they walked out of the room with the script, did they really expect it to satisfy everyone? Or at least most people. I mean, you
I
really
think it
can't
did.
please anyone.
I think it
Satisfied
genuinely
the
did satisfy
masses,
most
yeah.
people. It did. It did its job.
But to me, this felt like, the like season of South Park where Kenny died, and it was like, oh, this is not a joke. Kenny's just gone. And I was like, huh? Like, and they played with that for a while, and then he came back. So hopefully they go about it the same way, where it's like once everybody's settled out, of the whole Tony's gone thing, they're just like, oh yeah, there's Tony.
Here's the thing now. With Captain Marvel being as distinguished and powerful as she is, and Thor doing Guardians of the Galaxy things, that means at this point Earth's just got your boy Black Panther as far as being able to take down the big threats. And Doctor Strange, obviously, but
and Hulk once his arm comes back, I guess.
I think it's like I thought he had healing factor, but apparently that's on the shelf.
He's
right
supposed
now.
to have healing factor. Like I feel like all he has to do is untransform and then transform again, and then he'll be fine. Yeah. So yeah, it's really weird. That whole situation is really weird. Like I didn't notice the suit that he was wearing like in any of the trailers and shit, but like after I saw the movie, like the promotional material had him in the suit, which is like an allusion towards like Hulk later on in the comics, whatever. But they make it seem like Banner Hulk is just overall weaker because he doesn't have that like fuel, that fire.
Impulse.
Yeah, because the rage is
angry.
what builds him up more and more. And like Hulk was like super, like he was tiny compared to his usual self in these movies. So I mean, he showed that he didn't see a point in getting mad about things, and so if Hulk had gotten mad, he probably would have healed his arm and like bodied like Thanos, bodied so many people. Like that would have been better. Okay, there we go. That's the ending we needed. Hulk got mad.
You want to drop a house on me? You want to drop bombs on me?
You want to give me the two-piece? Nah, it's my turn. Like that's it. End of movie.
Come full circle.
Have it come full circle. Hulk's not afraid anymore, and then boom, end of movie. But no.
Yeah, I feel like Hulk didn't have a chance to shine either. Really,
no, man.
I mean, he did some cool stuff, but
he did the snap.
And he had a lot of screen time too. He really did.
He had some snap. He had some funny moments, and then he got stuck under some rocks for quite some time.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, Ant-Man could get out of those rocks.
He did.
Yep.
He's the reason why they got out of the rocks, not the Hulk. Strongman Hulk.
No, man, that's Nerf Hulk.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk about this
Hulk
anymore.
needs buff, man. He needs buffs. But speaking of other movies coming down the pipeline, there are a couple of movies that I didn't even know were going to exist, and I don't know why they exist. For instance, did you guys know that there's going to be a Charlie's Angel reboot?
I heard about the reboot being made like forever ago, but it's like the Charmed reboot, which is happening, but people don't care. like, like first off, the last Charlie's Angels movie that came out, the one with like Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, and other woman.
My man said other woman.
I don't remember who the third person was. Cameron Diaz. Okay, yeah. Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu. That movie was good. That movie was perfect. It was the perfect, Charlie's Angels movie. And like the second one with Demi Moore as the bad guy. That was okay, I guess. It was a nice like sequel, but it was nice that they stopped there. Rebooting the movie is pointless.
Yeah, because it's like it
The
did its job.
the generations that care about Charlie's Angels would not be watching this new movie.
Yeah, it's not even a thing anymore. Like unless they're going to be all on social media all the time, then eventually,
Yeah.
basically now you're just making a live action Totally Spies.
Like,
If anybody remembers that fucking show, press F. Just press F.
this freaking reboot is really like I don't understand who it's supposed to be for. Like, if it's supposed to introduce Charlie's Angels to like a new generation, that doesn't need to be a thing because Charlie's Angels, like the concept behind it, is a pretty dated thing itself. Trying to
Facts.
modernize that is a dumb idea, and that's not going to get you sales.
Could be worse, man. Could be Hobb and Shaw.
That movie looks like it'll be fun.
Nah, that movie pissed me off, bro.
Why?
That trailer just said, any want to see that movie? Dead.
Why?
Bro, they really about to have the Samoan bulldozer.
Look, I can ignore that.
Nah, that looks like that's gonna be the climax. And I said, nah.
Oh yeah, I mean it probably
They
will.
took them to a Samoan ass battleground, and Idris Elba was just like, oh, by the way, I'm Captain Jax.
You know, I hope that that's actually a turning point in the movie where they're like, Idris Elba's like, look, I don't understand why we're fighting each other. You need to understand that I'm only after the virus because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands and for the entire world to get
How
infected
do
by
we
this
know that
virus.
he's not the wrong hands?
Entire world getting destroyed by a virus. I'm on your side. I'm only here to keep the peace. I am a soldier of fortune here. You know, and then they're like, oh, I understand. And then Shaw's like, shit, he's right. And then Hobbs is like, yeah, let's get that sister of his. He's like, hey, bro. You know, and they hilarity ensues over there. And then there's like a bro fist, like, oh, yeah. You know, and then like the three of them go after the sister, who is the real bad guy. Twist, you know, she's working for some evil company. Like, I don't know, she's working for Charlize Theron from fucking Fate of the Furious or some shit like that. You know, she's working for an evil company, Stampier, who wants the virus to use on the black market to get money and blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Oh, we're gonna find her, and turns out she's not badass, and she's got this crazy elaborate like base and stuff. So we're gonna have to fight jobbers and get through floors and floors of nonsense, and then we're gonna fight her, and then you know whatever.
The Hobbs and Shaw beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
Idris Elba's the unlockable character.
Yeah. If the movie doesn't go that way, it's probably going to be bad. But, like, I'm not watching that movie for good cinema. I'm watching it for entertainment. Like, that's the only reason I'd watch it.
Nah, man. My man, The Rock touched a moving torpedo with his finger and spun it to hit somebody else.
Yep, and it was entertaining as fuck. Like, that is...
I don't think I'm going to get something like that in the Samoan battleground. I'm sorry.
No, you probably will. That's the problem. You probably will get at least one scene that's like that.
Nah, man. I'm betting against it. And then you got other
Excuse
stuff.
me, Idris Elba is a cartoon villain.
Yeah,
you know you're going to get some cartoon nonsense coming out of him.
Jax fused with Captain America. It's not real. And then you have other movies coming out like The New Mutants and Dark Phoenix. I'm giving a pass to both of them.
Dark Phoenix is a mistake.
It's about 8 years too late.
8 years too late? No, they never should have made it.
Never should have been.
We've already seen a Dark Phoenix movie. It was called X3 Last Stand.
Actually, so what about that movie? Did it just not happen?
You want to know why this movie
got reset?
Yeah, you want to know what the
I have not followed the X-Men movies.
Okay,
so I actually
okay.
genuinely don't know.
Okay, so after Days of Futures Past, the timeline got reset. Apocalypse is the first movie after the timeline like reset. So like the X-Men happened, it's just that everyone's younger for some reason. Like Cyclops is younger, you know. A fucking Emma Frost is gonna be in this Phoenix movie. You know, Phoenix is younger. All that shit. All that happened, like the apocalypse thing happened because in Days of Futures Past, after Wolverine has somehow used the time powers that Kitty Pryde has given him to stop Trask from making the Nimrod Sentinel and destroying life, it reset everything to a point where they went past the first movie and they went back to First Class that time and just pushed it from there. Because Days of Futures Past is like a sequel to First Class and like what happened afterwards. And so after they stopped the Sentinels and stopped Magneto from like doing some stupid shit, it was like, okay, we stop here and now we're just gonna make a whole new timeline from this. So those people and those actors from those from First Class and those movies, they're gonna keep going and they're gonna create a whole new timeline. Isn't that awesome, guys?
No.
No.
That sounds ass.
X-Men Apocalypse was promising because
I've seen X2, the Wolverine movie with Sabretooth.
So Origins.
Yeah, Origin. The one where he fights Silver Samurai.
That's right. That's
some
because
fuck-ass
I'm
reason.
the
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
And the one where the motherfucker lifts the stadium. Magneto lifts the stadium.
That's Days of Futures Past.
Okay. I've seen half of that. I ain't seen shit else.
Okay, so literally the end of that movie is timeline. Like the timeline has now split here, so now we're gonna create a new one, and events have changed, so we've got new things. And like over the course of that movie, the kids from the school were like a thing, and then I think Apocalypse is where the kids actually started doing shit. Like Cyclops was played by the kid from Ready Player One. Storm was a Horseman of the Apocalypse, which was fucking weird. Olivia Munn was Psylocke.
Huh.
Did and said almost nothing the entire movie.
But hey, it was Olivia Munn, eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
That was the disappointing part about it.
And then there's New Mutants, which looks like it's supposed to be like a dark thriller.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what they're doing with that. Then you have Child's Play, aka it's no longer a serial killer's ghost, it's an AI.
Smart House.
An AI?
It's Smart House. It's the Stanley Kubrick movie about I Can't Let You Do That, Hal. Oh my God, Space Odyssey or whatever. Fuck. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it's a Stanley Kubrick movie with the iconic scene of I can't let you do that, Hal, because the AI is like, nah.
Nah, man, I know what's going on here.
Yeah, it's like now I rule. Like, so
as long as it doesn't turn into iRobot, we're good.
that little Timmy was the robot the whole time. Jack Black is in that movie, and he's like a creepy toy maker.
Oh boy.
Like, it doesn't make any sense, some of the things I've seen in this trailer.
Nothing does.
Aubrey Plaza is the mom in the movie. Yeah. Like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Well, it could be
But
worse.
she's not even. I don't know.
She's not really like someone you look as the like maternal character.
Right?
It's like Jennifer Lawrence being a mother in that shitty movie. It was called Mother, wasn't it?
I don't think I know which one you're talking about.
The one that was the allegory for the Bible?
Oh. Is that the one where like you find out they're like eating babies at the end and
Yeah.
shit like that? Oh.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Anyway, unnamed movie that will just go unnamed for now.
I think it was called Mother, but
It might have been.
whatever. Yeah, like the casting for this movie is weird. The concept of the movie is boring because we've seen enough movies of AI takes over and decides that it's going to become, sentient and kill people. We are at a point in time where if that shit happens, it's our fault because we've made enough movies to know, hey.
Should we not do that?
Yeah, that robot doll is acting a little weird over there. Hey, hold on. He was in that corner over there.
I'm telling you.
Get out of here.
It's just like Jurassic World, where that man got up on that podium and said, "You're scientists." Never once, or excuse me, they only asked themselves if they could, but never once did they stop to think if they should. It's a brilliant quote. It's probably the best thing that movie had going for it. Cardis will agree.
Yeah.
The reason why the original Child's Play was like a wild and like crazy thing that was kind of scary is that kid buys a doll. It's one out of like hundreds and hundreds of dolls. It is the cool hotness out there that's supposed to be the good guy. Irony. And then it gets possessed by the spirit of a serial killer who literally died like a few days before, and he's just like, shit, I'm a doll. hey, I'm gonna terrorize this kid and I'm gonna kill his fucking family. And it's like, kid doesn't expect these things to happen because serial killer is a smart man. He's like, oh, I'll just do doll things when people are around. All right, they're gone. You know, like that shit was terrifying because of that. And then I think it was the second movie. I don't think it was the first movie. But like there was a scene where like towards the end, they literally go to a factory of those dolls, and Chucky is there, and like they're trying to like basically fight off Chucky, and he's in a factory of all these dolls, so there's no way possible to know if it's just one of the regular dolls or if it's actually Chucky. So it's like a terrifying moment. Here is literally just like a doll that has an AI that's like, yes, good guy program activated. Yes, Timmy, I'm here, to make sure that your life is okay. I am now Ultron. I am right. I am now Ultron. All living
It is
life.
now the age of Ultron.
Exactly. All organics must be destroyed.
Age of Chucky. Oh my god.
It was just like, that's a shitty premise. Just unhack the system or just destroy the server. I don't know.
Just wipe the C drive.
Yeah.
Delete system 32.
like just get rid of all that. Like, what? It's an AI? Oh.
Yo, turn the power off.
Yo, man, EMP them. I watch Small Soldiers. That was a good movie, actually.
Yeah. Proving once again here that the internet is a mistake.
Facts.
You know what's funny, though? Like, and a lot of people who make horror movies in this modern age say, like, it's kind of hard to make horror movies nowadays because everyone has cell phones. The smart person would A, stay the fuck away, B, call the fucking police and let everyone know there's some fuck shit going on. So now the number one rule is somehow find a way to separate them from the outside world by destroying their cell phone, having it die, somehow having no reception, etc., etc.
See, y'all, I'm calling the Uber and getting the fuck up out of here, bro.
I mean, supernatural things can still, like, deal with that, though. Hell, slasher films can even deal with that.
Yeah, you call the Uber and that's the killer.
See, there you go. You call the Uber, he's in on it. Like,
I just imagine you get to the backseat like, yeah, drive. Turns around, fucking wearing a hockey mask.
That's right. We're going to the base. Like no, get me out of this car, and then like barrel roll out of the car.
Can you drive? Yeah. Where are we going? And then you tell him he's like, how about your grave? And then you see her peel out.
There are ways to make horror movies like scary. It's just that people think that there has to be a shit ton of gore and like nonsense going on, or
don't worry, we're gonna get Saw 9.
Don't ever wish that, because that prequel, no, Saw is over. Like they've made the prequel that they've made, and so now it can't go on. Everything is solved.
Yeah, you're right.
Jigsaw
after they Saw the final chapter.
Yeah.
And then they made more.
Apparently, Saw the final chapter was the product of someone's YouTube theory, and they're like, "Shit, that sounds a lot better than what we were gonna do." So, yeah.
But speaking of things that should never have come into existence, I'll let Cardis take point here.
Oh.
Sonic the Hedgehog, go. It's all you.
It looks like trash.
Sonic looks like trash. God,
I mean,
he looks so creepy.
He does not. Like, after looking to see what they did with the Pokemon and Detective Pikachu, it's like, this is really disappointing.
Yeah.
Hey man, Sega do what Nintendo don't. Am I right, guys?
Well, they're doing it wrong.
There was no reason to make Sonic look the way that he does. Like he looks malnourished.
He has realistic lips and teeth.
Yeah, that's weird because he's not a realistic character, and there's nothing realistic about a fucking blue hedgehog that's like running super fast, causing power outages. Like that.
Yeah, apparently he's got like an EMP in his quills.
Also, he used a ring as a dimension. Like a ring was a portal, guys.
No, don't say stuff like that because you'll get the Sonic 2 not to. Like, he could jump into the warp ring and he could go into the different world. Like
that's how it was used in the movie, and so Chaos Emeralds are not going to be mentioned in this movie. I hope not.
Oh, you don't want to see him go supersonic?
No, never, ever. Jim Carrey as Robotnik is something I can get behind because Jim Carrey is leaning super into the role and he's like looks like he's gonna do a pretty good job. Problem is he's gonna be in a shit movie.
Don't worry.
I mean, that's the one thing that actually interests me is that Jim Carrey, you know, like he looks like he's going to do a good job. He's going to make the most of the role. He usually does.
James, whatever his last name is, the guy that plays
Marsden?
Yeah, James Marsden is in the movie as like a sheriff too, and I mean that looks okay, but I don't
I mean,
get.
I've liked some of his other roles. I think he's actually an amusing actor.
Yeah, but like I don't get what's the point of his character in the movie. Like, is he just there to be Sonic's companion because they don't want to put in Tails?
I guess he's going to be the human proxy because, I mean, I guess kind of from what you can infer, Sonic is from another dimension or something. He comes into their dimension. And I'm guessing, I mean, did you see the very last second where they actually show Eggman in a hill-looking area with giant mushrooms?
Yeah.
So it looks like Eggman's going to go to the Sonic world, maybe?
Yeah. And that world looks like it's going to be hella CGI'd. And it doesn't... Like, it looks like him going into that realm is going to transform him into, like, the cartoony Robotnik that you see at the end of the trailer.
Could you imagine?
So, so they're essentially trying to sequel base in the damn trailer for the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to see this movie, you need to watch that movie.
Nah, and before that second movie is the second movie, it's just the second fucking act of this film.
I don't know. I'd be surprised if they. That just seems like such a drastic change, though. I really think that's like sequel bait.
Why is it so hard to just make a Sonic Adventure movie, guys?
Bro, just play that intro, bro. Just play the intro of Sonic Adventure. That's probably gonna be better than what you're gonna get in this Sonic movie.
I mean, it looks like they're trying to do some sort of weird adaptation of Sonic.EXE in a way.
I don't. Wait, please, just stop talking. Just
especially considering he says "God go fast" as in Sonic.EXE.
Oh yeah, he does.
Because he does. And I'm not ready to prepare to hear any of those things that you're saying to me right now.
The thing is, okay, I don't know who actually wrote that song, but that was in the 4Kids dub. So is that 4Kids creation, or did Sega write that?
I think it was a 4Kids thing. I think
so
like
it's kind
4Kids
of funny how. And it's kind of funny how everyone hates 4Kids pretty universally, but that's one thing that people love of 4Kids. Is that stupid song and saying.
Everyone hates 4Kids, except for some reason, everyone loves their damn intros.
Yeah, get your game on.
I'll fight you.
Game on.
That's the one we don't talk about.
Bro, that series got so nerfed by 4Kids. Like, it is wild. Like, they just flat out didn't do the last season of that show because it's got too many things that they would have to explain and, like nerf. Oh.
Nah, what was it? Someone showed me there was a difference between the Japanese... It's not of the new one that's out now. I think it's Zexel?
Yeah, Zexel is the one before this new one.
There was the new one, and there's like Arc V? Is that the new one?
Yeah, Arc 5. It's Zexel, and then Arc 5, and then this new one.
No, there's one more now, though. I forgot what it's called, though.
Yeah, there's like a new one that's going on now, and then before that was Arc 5.
Where now everything else is in their alternate dimension.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Anyways, anyway, I think it might have been Arc V. But anyway, point is, like, in the original source material, a guy, he was doing something on the fucking moon, and he ran out of air, and he died. He died. He got killed. He was murdered. He died. Ran out of air. Tell my family I love them.
I mean, that's Joey.
In the 4Kids version, that man went to sleep.
That's Joey. That's the Joey duel.
No, man.
That's the Joey duel.
Was that the Joey? I could have sworn he just went to the Shadow Realm and they just left it at that.
No, Joey's duel was that he was literally dueling with his life energy and he fucking died.
Yeah, so I mean, he died, but the other one is like, the shadows took him before he could win.
It wasn't even that he went to the Shadow Realm in that one, though. It was just that he passed out.
Okay, passed out is one thing, but that man went to sleep. Like, we supposed to see him tomorrow in 8 hours. That man gonna be feeling refreshed. He gonna hit you up on the comms talking about...
Joey was asleep, too. He was comatose in the bed for like a day. And then he's like, shit, Yugi needs me. Ugh. And I was like,
Well, see, here's the thing. Even in the source material, he came back, whatever. This dude died, and they were trying to feel like, nah, he gonna call you back in 8 hours. Talk about some, woo, I'm good. He's dead. He didn't come back. They left that man on the moon. They didn't even go get his body. And they said, nah, I'm just gonna take a nap right here, guys.
Hey, man, mind crush, bro.
And then there was one where like these two chicks like tortured this dude's friends. And he was like, "I'll kill you, bastards!" in the actual thing. And then before, then like that was just like, "You two will not be able to harm anyone anymore." I draw.
That sounds a lot like 4Kids dub. Man, 4Kids should be banned, guys.
Yeah, they should. They fucking should.
Like, it's not even good for kids. Like,
no, it's not. You're right.
I mean,
You're speaking big factual.
Exist the way they used to.
Like, they literally had to cut off the GX dub because it was getting into the point of the series where there was no way to avoid some not like crazy nonsense. Because after the whole like Ubel thing, Jaden got hardened, bro. Jaden was like killing like random dudes that were trying to duel him off the street. Like, and then there was like a whole like dragon thing where there was like these like dragon like loyalists, red dragon like loyalists or whatever, were coming out of nowhere and like trying to duel him, and he was killing them because they were just like, "That's right, Jaden, we'll take your life energy and everything because you're the chosen one." He's like, "I'm bored. All right, I played my cards. You're dead. All right, let's go." And Jaden was literally like, "I'm bored of the school now that everyone that I cared to be challenged by, like Zane, is gone. What's the point? I'm the best."
Hold that. Hold that, rest of the world.
So then there was like a whole thing of Alistair becoming like the dragon whatever thing again, and like it went into this whole realm of, oh yeah, that thing that he was when you found him, yeah, that's a real demon type of thing. So
who was the old dude they found in the hyperbolic time chamber?
That dude like made the academy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like there were like these three ancient like beasts besides the Egyptian gods.
Yeah, no, they were like weird deformed clones of the Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
There was Haman, Uriah, and I forget what the third one was called.
Yeah, and like he owned the card, like he owned the cards, and he used the card's energy to restore his life. And he was like, "All right, these are the greatest, monsters and all the dual monsters here. So I'm about to like body the entire world now." And then Jaden's like, "Hold on, right there, sir," and beat him because like his teacher, Dr. Banner, who was like, yeah, Professor Banner, who sacrificed his life to alchemy just to become a soul so that he could tell Jaden, "I know that I tricked you guys into thinking that I was the good guy who was actually the bad guy. But I was actually the good guy the whole time. Jaden, I've made this card for you that gives you Deus Ex Machina. Play this card when you need it." And then like his soul is shining in the card, and it's just like, yeah, do whatever the fuck I want card. Now I have the ability to take away all the power from your monsters, and I win.
And then some dude's deck.
The old dude went back to being old, and like he just learned a lesson. Like it didn't make any sense. They didn't put him in jail or anything like that. He was just like, "I'm so sorry for doing all that."
I only saw the first part where that man came out of a time capsule, and I was like, "What is this?" And it said next time. And I never watched. That's all I remember is some dude just came out of a pond.
Yo, Jaden beat him in a duel, and that dude just learned a lesson, and that was it. And I was just like, that man just tried to destroy the world.
We're not gonna call the authorities or nothing.
Man, and after that, the series went more off the rail because then like Aster came through, and he's just like, "That's right, Jaden, you stole my hero cards."
I'm sorry, what?
He's like, "My dad died for the hero cards."
That's the rich looking boy, right?
Yep, Aster Phoenix, who his name isn't even Aster Phoenix. It's like something else in Japanese. And Jaden's name is like Judai. And oh my god, the names, the name changes. Like Chad's name is something totally different in Japanese.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like certain characters were like super badass in Japanese, and like in English they were reduced to nothing.
Hell Kaiser Rio.
Is that the new Hail Hydra?
Oh no, that was one of the characters.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
His name is actually Hell Kaiser.
what a wild series, man. GX is the last Yu-Gi-Oh series that I cared to like be invested in. After that, I watched 5Ds. I watched some of like most of 5Ds. Then I was like, at first I was like, this is really weird. Also, isn't that the bully from Yu-Gi-Oh 1? Whatever. Um, and then it got to that weird thing about the signs, and I was just like, okay, I don't even. Then they had the weird reference to Joey, where it's like they went to prison, and like there was an old guy that looked exactly like Joey, who's using Joey's deck to beat somebody, and they're like, oh no, that's not Joey, that's his cousin.
That's his cousin.
It was like Kaiba Man all over again.
Yo, that was wild. Since someone told, since Carter's brought up the fact that, oh no, they're all alternate realities, and I was like, bro, Kaiba in that reality is literally just Batman, but for Blue Eyes cards.
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially what he is, just pulling up on people. I heard you were a good duelist, huh? Let's see how good you really are. I've defeated you. Yeah, I have nothing further. He just leaves. He just walked away. He peaced out.
You can also tell that Kaiba definitely made Duelist Academy because Obelisk Blue is the top.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Is it Yellow Slifer be, or not Slifer, Wing Dragon
Wing
Raw
Dragon
be
Raw.
top? Because that's clearly what you told us.
Mm.
And it's like, nah. He's the one that bankrolled it. The other guy may have founded it, but he bankrolled it.
Slifer Red at the bottom. Man.
Because it was Yugi.
The end of fucking GX is annoying because Jaden meets Yugi in the first episode on accident. And then after all the events that happened in the last season, I think like Yubel did it, or like somehow, some way they like sent Jaden back in time to that exact moment, and like he's just like, "Yo, Yugi, I want to duel you." He's like, "All right, cool, let's do it." And like he's like doing stuff, and Yugi's kind of winning, and then Jaden gets all his good shit out, and then Yugi turns into the Pharaoh, which is totally not canon.
So
and
it's like, hey, ain't you lose him? Because you lost him.
Yep, he turns into the Pharaoh and fucking cheats, and all the like Egyptian god cards come out, and I'm like,
nah, bro. I forgot who I watched this movie with. It was someone on Discord. We popped that movie. It was like Dark Dimension or some shit. Yo, Kaiba is a cheating ass boy. That man was getting duggied by that Egyptian teenager. He said, fuck it. He slapped the ground. Obelisk came out. I was like, we ain't sacrificed shit, Kaiba. You ain't activate nothing. You just said, ha, Obelisk, bitch. And then you just clapped him. That wasn't fair. My man had no monsters on the field. His field was blank.
I legit like I haven't seen that movie yet, but people told me that like they don't follow any of the rules in that movie.
No, they do until Kaiba or Yugi need to pull something out their ass. They didn't even like try to mask it. They just said, "I am a god." He just summoned him. And then the other thing that I thought was wild was the whole premise of that movie was that guy was like, the Pharaoh wronged me, and all you people wronged me, and I'm getting vengeance on the entire world. And then your boy's just like, how about we just not do that? And Kaiba has PTSD because he can't get his run back. The whole premise is he makes a VR carbon copy of the Pharaoh. But he's like, he beats the carbon copy and he goes, it's a copy, it's not the real thing. I can't get my rocks off to this. And then that's when he picks up the water bottle and crushes it. He says, who designed it? He said, fire whoever designed this water bottle. Kaiba Corp product shouldn't bend this easy. He just chucked the bottle on the floor. And I'm like, am I watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? What the fuck?
Oh man, like.
And he's like, I recreated everything from a stupid uniform to this perfectly coiffed hair, and I still don't feel good beating him because it's not real. So then, towards the end of the movie, he challenges Yugi. He says, "You will bring the Pharaoh back right now." And then he's like, "Fine, put the Millennium Puzzle on me. Complete it. Put it on." He puts it on. See, he's not coming back. He's dead. There's nothing I can do. Like, he was like, "You're worthless to me, Yugi." Like, that man is like really power tripping on the fact he can't get that run back.
It doesn't make sense. What? He doesn't need a run back with the Pharaoh because little Yugi beat the Pharaoh. Little Yugi is better. Face him.
Man, he's holding the L. He can't get over the L. He has to avenge his loss. And then, at the end of the movie, he perfects his VR program to inject himself into the psyche of the Millennium Puzzle, and he fights the Pharaoh. And then, like, right when he challenges the Pharaoh, basically he makes a time machine. It goes back to fight Pharaoh. He's like, I didn't expect to ever see you again. He says, nah, fam, put this disc on, and it's go time.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was that obsessed that he actually took the Millennium Puzzle, found a way to eject himself into the doorway into the past that he walked through at the end of the series. He says, square up, run the fade. And then it fades to black before they even draw a single card.
It's like so weird because Kaiba, like, I mean, Kaiba, I get it. Kaiba's in tournaments and he's perpetually getting second place, whatever, right? But that shit that's hella weird.
Yeah,
You know,
that's how the movie ends.
that's like Takedo pumping steroids so that his execution can get 10 times better so that he could beat up Daigo and then Daigo quit right before. Like
Hey man, he gotta get them Infinity Stones and go back to the past and be like, all right, Daigo, it's over for you.
like, oh my god, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that I know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games, am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
Still not as bad as the other movie that came before it, where the dude time traveled and started using a Malefic deck, and then fucking.
Oh, you talking about? Oh man, look, I don't know anything about the original version of that movie, but yo, shout outs to Little Karibo because boy, that is the best abridged shit I've ever seen. That man, they gave that man Mandark's voice from Dexter.
Yeah,
he's like protagonist. I don't give a fuck what the plot of that movie. Just because of that abridged, that movie can exist. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yo, and by the way, in the actual card game, Malefics are ass.
Weren't they good when they came out?
Ass. The deck is basically the cards can't exist if there's no field spell.
Oh.
That's the theme of the deck. They have to have the field spell. But the field spell that's on the field doesn't have to be Malefic World. But Malefic World is ass.
Yeah, that movie sure did boost up Malefic World. Like,
so you could run like Gear Town Malefics or some shit like that. You could use Gear Town, pop it, have a Gear Town monster on the field, and then throw out a field spell card and then throw out your Malefics. But like, nah, it's ass. You might as well just play regular Gear Town. Like, it's his ass. That's how that shit went. Also, if I remember right, they can't attack your opponent directly.
Yeah.
There was some weird like attachment because they all had like really big busted ass attack points.
Yeah, I think it was that they couldn't attack directly.
No, wait, I'm wrong. I think it's only one Malefic monster can make an attack per turn. There's something like that. You know what? I'm all right, Malefics.
GX doesn't make sense because there was one dude who legit, he was like, look, end times are here. I know how to make this work.
Yeah, there can only be one face-up Malefic monster on the field. Other monsters you control cannot even declare an attack.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, you can only have one at a time. And if that monster's on the field, any other monster can't even attack. That's why Malefics were ass.
Yubel was busted, man. You had Adrian who used Exodius to like get the real Exodia and rode off on this nigga's shoulders. Came up to fight her with Exodia and then lost.
They knew what it was, man. You knew what it was. Get these hands.
Exodia literally just says when the sponsor is summoned, you win. Like, come on.
Nah, man. You thought Yu-Gi-Oh! In and of itself was a trip, but this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. So any closing thoughts you got? We're coming up on that 2-hour mark.
The internet was a mistake. And we're seeing it through Child's Play and all these other movies about an AI that's about to take over. Shit, man.
I mean, we got Terminator coming out too.
Yeah, we got Terminator coming out. Oh God.
Well, hopefully that's good.
We can hope.
So what else?
Well, I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know.
What you got, Cardis?
Well, the internet was a mistake, but it's also for porn. So it evens itself out.
It's a reference.
I mean, I get that. It's just I wasn't expecting it from him. But that was the left field part of that. But anyways, how been your boy Ninja Bread God? This has been Caught Us in Social Fraudulence.
Is that how you gonna say it? Word?
I'm sorry, man. I forgot. I can't disrespect John Redcorn of the FGC.
You mean subtle fraudulence, aka Garrus of the FGC?
All right, we're turning you off. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Y'all be safe. And that is going to end this episode of the Clout Podcast. I'm still disappointed in you, by the way.
What are you talking about?